while we push hard on productivity growth, we also need our workforce to grow. And this is one issue that comes up repeatedly in all our engagements with businesses, especially SMEs. They just can't find enough workers, and they tell us all the time. Some of the increase in the workforce will come from growing our resident workforce, but we know that the increase in our own resident workforce has been slowing and will not be sufficient to meet the demands of our economy. So it will have to be complemented by a continued inflow of foreign work pass holders. We already have in place a comprehensive system of controls to regulate the quality and the number of incoming work pass holders. This applies across every level of the workforce. At the lower end of the income spectrum, we have work permit holders. They comprise about 2/3 of our total foreign workforce and mostly take up roles that Singaporeans do not want to do. For example, in construction. We have not loosened our work permit controls. We have no intention to do so. But even at present settings, firms are able to bring in more workers because of the demand. We are building more public housing, more residential housing projects. We are ramping up or going ahead with major infrastructure projects like the MRT, Changi T5, Tuas Port. Workers are needed to build this project, and so the firms are bringing in more of them. At the same time, we will ensure, as Mr. Louis Ng said just now very eloquently, we must make sure that we take care of these workers. So we will ensure we have the necessary infrastructure to accommodate these workers well. At the middle income levels, we have Singaporeans doing the jobs, but there are not enough of us, and that's why we top up with S-Pass holders. And they include people doing important jobs like nurses and technicians. So far, S-Pass numbers have been stable, and we will continue to make sure that S-Pass holders have the right skill sets and are in areas where we need them the most. Then at the higher end of the income spectrum, we have employment pass or EP holders. These are professionals with the skills and abilities to contribute at the upper end of the workforce. And this is especially so for new growth areas like AI and the digital economy, where there is currently a shortage of skilled talent, not just in Singapore, but also globally. We apply salary cutoffs to ensure that the EP holders we bring in are of the right caliber. In particular, we have stated previously that we aim for EP holders to be comparable in quality to the top 1/3 of our local PMET workforce. So to keep pace with changes in wages, we will raise the minimum qualifying salary for EP applicants, and the Minister for Manpower will share more details of the changes at its Committee of Supply. This is not a new policy setting because the policy intent to ensure that the salary cutoffs are comparable in quality to the top 1/3 of our local PMET workforce has already been stated. So over the coming decade, we expect our workforce to grow at about 1% per annum, in line with the needs of the economy. This, combined with productivity growth at about 1% to 2%, is how we can achieve 2% to 3% growth for the overall economy.